Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Jennifer Roberts. You're catching me on my YouTube channel, True Divine 44. You can also get me on my Facebook page, True Divine 44, and it is the True Divine for both Instagram and Twitter. Any likes, shares, subscribes, or comments and follows are greatly appreciated, and much love to everybody who does that thus far. Also, check out my Bitchute channel, True Divine 44. I appreciate any subscribers over there. Also, I couldn't upload videos for the last couple of days. However, it's a new platform, new-ish. You know, got to give a chance to the people who are willing to put money in and time into building alternative platforms to YouTube itself, especially in light of everything that is going on. So bear with it. Give it a chance. I'm trying to organize to get onto brand YouTube also, so we'll see how that goes as well. I'll keep you informed. So this is where I put out as much free content as I can to help support, guide and inspire those who want to be supported, guided and inspired. Take what resonates. It is general. Leave what does not. Leave a comment as to how it resonates if you feel comfortable to do so. I always appreciate the comments and try and get back to everybody throughout the day as quickly as possible. So let's be having it. Let's be having you. 9 of Wands, bottom of the deck, repetitive card. Again, the message is coming through loud and clear. Stop, think, discern, decide. Take time out to see the wood for the trees. We are literally creating, by not doing this in our individual lives, being connected more to the steps that the powers that be are taking more than ever right now. We are literally creating rods for our own backs right now by not doing this, by not seeing the wood for the trees, by still staying so indoctrinated that we should carry these ones, that we should just carry what is sent down the pipeline to us, that we should just allow that to be our burden. Well, stop, discern, think, decide. Do not be compliant to the tyranny that is going on in the UK right now. Do not create so much rods for your back that you cannot feed your family, that you cannot allow your business to flourish, that you've worked so hard on. It's sad holding this card. It's burdensome holding this card. And the fact that people are listening to this abusive tyranny that we are seeing right now, and acting accordingly. Go the opposite way as to the way that government tells you to act. Act in the opposite way. Go run for the hills in the opposite direction. Creating a lot of rods, not just for your back, but collectively right now, more than ever, creating a lot of rods for everybody's back to carry. The bottom of the other deck is, yay, the 9 of Swords. So for me, this is more innocent people being incarcerated. Yes, there might be a few scapegoats that make us get distracted and say, yay, praise God for such and such, or praise God for this one. Who's God you praising? Because to me, this feels like fines being handed out, police being given powers that they do not and should not have, do not have the right to have over people. To me, this feels like more innocent people to send a message are being incarcerated. It also speaks of the 9 and the 9 again together. 18, then rounding it up to 9. 9. It's their alignment. Whose alignment are you in right now with the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords? This isn't the 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. This is the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. If you are tappy lapping along with their plans, the powers that be plans, still in fear, still acting out of fear, then you are locking yourself up and aligning yourself to their magic, to their plans, to their agenda, to their prerogative. And in doing that, you sell a lot of us down the river. We need to be individuals within our great numbers right now. And not enough people are doing so. This is being tied up, wrapped up in worry, in thought, bound to the reality that you've created or the reality that you have submitted to. And it's creating nightmares, it's creating burden, it's creating stress. So this is exactly what they want the manifestation of their magic to be. Worry, burden, stress, fear, worry, heavy, tired, broken, battered, bruised, mentally ill, mentally discouraged, mentally broken. They're breaking people's spirits right now. That's exactly what this magic has been doing. And we see that with the Strength card in reverse. Today we see in different parts of the world, we will see violence on the uprise, some of it planted violence. We will not see the beautiful and graceful yet forceful and powerful nature of the Strength card in the upright. We will see people being proxies, people being paid to cause violence, to cause things that would make others fearful, to project an image that the masses are to be controlled, to not be trusted, to they can't govern themselves, kind of thing. It isn't the reality, it is that it's planted, yet there is some truth and some of the lie in the same sentence, in the same actions, in that these proxies are able, because inner work has not been done, to trigger off violence in others. And the huge temptation today will be to get violent back, to take arms back, move against, and the movement needs to be more graceful, more forceful, action with less words, more intuitive. In the UK, in my UK, it breaks my heart to see that my hometown, that is always bustling, that has the most beautiful buildings, that has the most unusual shops, the most friendly people, the old marketplace where you'd find the butchers and literally bakers, jewelry shops, trinket shops, spiritual shops. Shut. Silence. This was the force and the show of strength that we needed today as a collective. You've closed your doors. It's because alliances weren't made within the community that you would all do the same thing at the same time and open up, in which case that show of strength would not have been able to be matched. There's too many of you. Yeah, that's sad, because we see that the strength wasn't there. The connection between the divine feminine, divine masculine was not there. And we see today that the magic is working, that people are being triggered by this kind of magic that is being put out. This kind of magic that has been planned, numerologically, precisionally planned to create the biggest impact. People are falling for it. We have the Seven of Cups. And so we see that people are confused, don't know what's going to be happening. You know, they're acting out of confusion. They're not in discernment. They're not in intuition. They're not in action. They're confused. There's too many options, too many roads. And for those people who are just awakening to what has been going on since World War II and before, but in particular for our cycle, since World War II, this is a really difficult time. There's a lot of catch up to be made. You see it in comments, and you will see it even more so today, of people saying, but tell me how you know this. Tell me how you know that. And the reply would be, well, 10 years of research, 10 years of watching to see what they're doing. More than that. How do you start? How do you start to explain? And so we see that these people, you know, are triggered by their confusion, by their lack of direction. Now we have on here the Queen of Cups again. Now I want to speak to this Queen of Cups because she's clarified by the Ace of Wands. This balance of a masculine symbol and a divine feminine energy. Using your intuition. But if you want to take the depiction of a mother's energy, a mother out of love will look upon you when you are in your spiritual path, on your spiritual journey, and you are working to ascend and working hard to learn and expand and be compassionate. That mother will look upon you with the most loving and gentle eyes. Yet with that same love, that same mother will look upon you if you are going off your path, if you are, you know, wounding yourself, breaking yourself, and indeed wounding others. That mother, with that same love, because she loves you enough, will look upon you in anger, and will look upon you in with chastisement, and will come down on you happily like a ton of bricks. The mother isn't just this, the mother energy isn't just this soft and cushy energy. It is a force. Think of labor. Think of how that mother can channel and challenge herself to get through what her body is doing at that moment. And within a half a second of seeing that baby can come down from that beautifully aggressive force to get the job done to this soft, compassionate, loving, gentle-eyed spirit looking at a baby for the first time. This is the energy that we need right now, that needs to be allowed to rise up within us. This forceful nature of the mother, this forceful nature of this far and no further. You will not affect me, my children, my friends' children, if you don't have children for yourself, children in general. You will not affect their future this way. You will not put these plans in force for them to deal with later on down the line, the same as we are dealing with what we were left from World War II now. The mother sees you. That's what the mother energy needs to be saying to these powers that be. We see you. We know you. We can sniff you out. And you know, the action of the masculine energy in this Ace of Wands needs to match the mother's, to protect, to speak out and stop looking at external saviors and distractions. It's a joke. It's a joke that they can still, after all of this time, after all of this learning, after all of this evidence, they can still distract the masses so easily. So easily. Brexit, distraction. US elections right now, distraction, all planned, all of it planned, scripted, to get on side of the winner or the loser or the, like I said yesterday, no winners. Distraction. This could all have been called out by so many in power right now. There was many years, and there have been many years listening, ready to aid. But we've been sent on a game. We've been sent on, a distraction. Send them into that maze. Keep them busy, discerning what Q means by this and by that. And keep them busy saying things are going to happen. Unless we take a stand now, we're already quite far into this. Unless we take a stand now, unless we learn how to be divine and sovereign now, then we have to accept what comes. We have to play their game yet again, for however long it might be. There's an energy asking us to walk away from the systems completely. Find a new path, as in this Page of Wands, the next card. Be mutable like fire, find a new path. Look, he's looking to his wand, he's feeling which way the wind is going, he's discerning and deciding. Nobody is giving him a fixed path to go down. Nobody is giving him just one or two choices. He is taking everything on board, the wind, the sun, the casting of the shadow of his staff, to decide which way is best, to be like fire, to dance, to be mutable, movable. The Two of Coins clarifies this. To stop juggling and just trying to maintain ourselves in their world and struggling to maintain our world. To stop feeding this below world, this deep state, this dark, lower frequency state, government, people, and trying to manage our world on top. To choose a different path, to walk away from everything that they make us juggle and balance out and struggle to do so. To be free. To be free. The calling for this whole reading is to have the strength. Open up your businesses in the UK. Support those businesses. Stop being afraid of a script that they put out there. Stop living in confusion and fear. Get that masculine active pose, that action. Again, just like this Page of Wands, if you look at this card, where is it? Close up. Look, there's all sorts on the table. He's taken everything into account. This isn't just action out of nowhere. This is poised action. This is creating a spark. Being in that spark of divinity, using the intuition, and being like the mother energy, in that we aren't just this soft and cuddly creature. We are also a protective force. to not balance out and juggle and exhaust ourselves trying to do so their world and ours anymore. To be mutable and dancing like the fire, taking in our surroundings and moving on that way, rather than taking direction from people who've never had to live in the reality of the world that they have created for everybody else one day in their life. Because it's been passed down from generation to generation. Now, what does this say in your individual lives? So we have, again, people losing sleep, people very stressed, people tied up and bound with this 9 of Swords, exhausted with the 9 of Wands, battered, bruised, banged up, trying to listen to the calling of needing to discern, to decide, and to take a different action to go forward to the 10 of Wands. That there is a lack of strength and lack of direction in your life. Now, yes, that might be a lot to do. Well, it is a lot to do with the powers that be and what's going on right now. But actually, it's more than that, in that you've been, if this resonates with you, lacking the strength and balance of your divine feminine, divine masculine. A lot of you have been struggling to use both of those aspects of self, whether you're male or female, to combine the two to get the best option out of all of your projects that you have, all of your ideas that you have that you've been procrastinating and putting off. So to find the strength to go in a direction that intuitively, with this Queen of Cups, you feel led to go in. To stop putting up with people or things in your life that do not align with you. Again, balancing out that divine feminine, divine masculine with this Ace of Wands and Queen of Cups. Using your passions, using your fire, using your spark of divinity, combined with your intuitive gifts that you have. Some people have been remote viewing, one or two of you by accident. Don't doubt what you saw. Don't doubt what you experienced. To find your own path rather than being directed with this Page of Wands by a government. To stop trying to balance out their rules, their world with yours, and being exhausted doing so. Hey, Theodore. There's a happiness. Oh, bring some baby magic. Okay.
I got my juice bottle because I'm waiting to Mom there.
Fill your juice up. Okay.
Yes. I'm waiting.
All right.
I'm waiting for it to finish that video so she can fill in my juice bottle.
Yes, okay, I will. So that is the reading for the 6th of November 2020. If you'd like a personal reading with me, any spiritual guidance sessions, or any energy work, the energy work's cool, isn't it, Theodore?
Yes.
Yes. You can hit me up at truedivinemedia@gmail.com, or you can get me at truedivine44 on my business page on Facebook. Send me a private message there with whatever service you would like, and we'll get you hooked up as soon as possible. That is about it for this reading, isn't it?
Yes.
Intense, yes. Energies are intense. It matters more than you know right now to be an individual, a divine and sovereign being, and supporting one another, and stop taking this bull from the people who can't even govern their own lives, who have a maid for everything. Much love, stay balanced and stay whole. Love you all. Mwah. Mwah. Good boy, so lovely. Juice.